guess we call it a solo playthrough of Cloudspire. We're doing the let me fix it quick. So the Mad Bomber scenario for the Heirs. That's what we're doing right now. Our objective is to defeat the Bronze Fortress Gate using the talent Glide Bomb, for one. Number 2, defeat the 2 Bronze Spires using Glide Bombs. So you use 2 Bronze Spires using Glide Bombs. And for the third one is have an Air Spire constructed on each aisle at the same time. So those are the three scenario things that we need to pass to get the renown. Police one objective in the scenario the Heirs Fortress Gate is defeated. If we lose, if our Fortress Gate ever is defeated. Now, what's interesting about this match is at the beginning of the game, there's something called a Source Siege, a siege storm, and triggered during event phase. Source Siege Spires immediately attack an Heirs Fortress Gate if in range. Otherwise, they will attack an Heirs Spire, Fortress Spire if in range. Otherwise, they will attack an Heirs Fortress Gate if in range. Gate will retaliate. So what that pretty much means is all towers are going to be in range. Will attack my base. Starting this one, 1, 2, 3. So we need to do no damage. This tower here, 1 damage. And now it does retaliate for 1. And the other race tower, 1, 2, 3. Let's check that one quick. 2 damage. Jesus. No, knock this one out. Okay. That helps out greatly for down the line, but so next is I do have to check the ruling if a tower retaliates if it gets attacked or if it gets damaged. Let me just double check that quick. Okay. So yes, so my tower will retaliate even if there was an attack. Correct. Yep. So we do still get to remove a tower upgrade, which is actually kind of nice. So now we get to roll the event dice. And that is number 2. Number 2 is Source Siege happens again. Okay, so this time we'll attack into my base. 1 damage. Now we'll take away another 1 upgrade. This tower's going to attack into the Fortress Gate. Doing 1 damage. Okay, and that's going to remove another one of these. And this tower here, 1, 2, 3, will attack the Fortress Gate as well. Doing no damage, but it still loses an upgrade. Okay, so that's been cleared up. Let me make sure that the one last thing I really want to do is want to make sure that this camera is in focus. I'll just fix that really quick and we'll be back on it. Okay, that does that there. Now we are ready to continue our raiding party. So income is 3 source for us. Probably should adjust differently so you guys can see the top a little better. I do have another camera angle, so we'll do this if we need to. So 3 source for us. Another thing we can do is we can drag everything down a little bit, which might be worth it. We'll see how it plays out. So 3 source for us. Go to the market phase. So, and we get to look at 3 market chips. Let's see what they are. Okay. We can purchase any one of them. We have 3 source, so we can't purchase any of them. What we can't purchase are skip 2 source. All goes up and down. Let me just see how this would look. Okay. During the preparation, we sell 1 market upgrade to the back. Okay, I think for upgrades, we're going to go with something a little more simple this time. Let me see what we got here. Upgrade phase. So. I'm going to go with savvy negotiator during the prep phase. Even if someone wants to purchase a chip back. But that doesn't help us right now. And the Heirs 1 health. Or let's get the command die for 3. I must spend 3 on the command die and hope that helps me out. So we get the command die level 1, which is from the sanctuary. So we will lock the command die. Okay. And now we will be going to side. Mark it. Will get removed. Now go to the build phase, which we're at right now. What is the most cheapest moves? What if you just spot cost? Okay. So now we're going to go into the next step. So let's just add in the players of. Oh, okay. Because only have 4 command points to spend. So it really doesn't leave me much. Okay. We only have 4 command points. Obviously, we're going to have Humminger. Nothing Kazi on it. I think it's the idea to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's what I'm building. I'm building for Cosine Hummer. And we get to go first, so that's we're the first ones to go this turn. Bad. Good start for us. Okay. Okay. Sparse fire. The spot will attack into Hummer. 1 attack dice. 1 damage. Okay. 1 damage is just from the bottom, and then we get to attack. I'm gonna have Hummer attack the tower first for 2. I mean the Alpha Cause attack for 1. And Hummer attack for 2. Okay. Put this here to help out a little bit, make it a little bit more smoother transitions. That's it for us. The Heirs gonna go back to us. Source Siege happens during the event phase. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Alex? We're just playing a little bit of solo Cloudspire, so we're trying to get 3 right now on this mission. I don't know if you ever played Cloudspire, but hopefully you have. It's not the hardest or easiest game. It's definitely a challenging one. It's not an Alex. Akalulu. Alakalulu. Yeah, so in this mission, I don't know if you just started watching, but we are trying to destroy the Braun Fortress, and I need to destroy all the towers in the game, the great scary ones, the enemies. And in the process, if I can destroy all the towers, it's gonna help us out, and if I destroy the base within the game. But if I can defeat these towers using one of my units, I get a bonus victory point. And if I use that one unit to destroy this tower, I'll also get a bonus victory point. So I don't want to confuse you too much, but you gotta use a glide bind talent, which is from pretty much just this bird here. So if I can get these birds to blow up these towers, I need to blow up 2 of them. Fit, I get a bonus. And if I have one of these birds kill off the base, I'll get a bonus. But the problem is, as soon as I kill a tower, I lose this bird from the game. I only have 3 of them in the game to use, so that's how they're mitigating it. Now it's back to me. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. And we're gonna go 1, 2. This tower is going to attack my hummingbird. I know, man. For 1 damage. Have you ever played Cloudspire before? And my hummingbird will. Oh man, I forgot to bring my hero out. I forgot to bring out my free hero. Let me bring this guy out. So last turn. Okay, well that was a big one. So I'll just move him here now. Start the wave. So this tower can't attack him because he's flying. So I'm just going to rewind a little bit. So last turn I would have moved here, would attack this for 1. And so now it's the next turn. So now we're here. This tower attacked here. I'm going to attack it here, killing it. Giving me 5 source. Hopefully you can follow along. You know what I mean? And then Darb will kill that off. Give me another 5 source, so bring me up to 10 swords. So I'm gonna adjust this to 10 source. Okay. And Darb gets an upgrade, so I'm going to give him a attack upgrade. Okay, did you follow along? You got that? Yeah, so, I mean, if you have questions, just ask. I mean, this game is one of those back and forth checkers type games. Now it's the enemy's turn. They have to move for 2. 1, 2 here. 1, 2 here. I feel like, if you like, I guess if you like solo board games, it's a pretty fun one. It's not the most funnest one. I mean, I enjoy Star Trek Frontier a lot more. You know, I enjoy Mage Knight more, but it's still fun. There isn't as much freedom as Mage Knight or Star Trek, but it's still enjoyable. It's like I just finished a Mage Knight game. Hey, exactly, man. Looks a little bit. Yeah, I think Mage Knight is definitely more. I would say more enjoyable because it's more. You know, I mean, it's a little more free and you can run around. Here, you're kind of deterministic. Things that are how the board plays out. You don't really have an option because the enemies have to move into the base, and your minions have to move in towards the enemy base. But Mage Knight, dude, solid game. I definitely recommend that. I have the Ultimate Edition. I bought, I don't know why, and now I started playing. I really, really liked it. The Star Trek ones, I don't know if you ever played Star Trek Frontier. Obviously, it's the same thing, just a reskin version. So you might have played that. So, which is just as much fun. Just as much fun. But let's get back to the board here. So enemies moved back to us. Now, those know the rule. When you kill a tower, each time Ronin tower is defeated, it's using attack lava and cause used to move from the game. When this happens, place the architect on a bronze fortress gate and play on bronze next turn. Deploy on bronze next turn. Snare as immediately if the bronze fortress gate is defeated. Okay. It's like a tower defense. Yeah, pretty much. You're just 2 different factions fighting. It's like League of Legends. Exactly, tower defense. Actually, you actually summed it up pretty well there. Better than I could. Okay, so now the enemies went. It's back to us. So we're going to go 1, 2. Then I am going to use my glide bomb ability. I'm going to go. Actually, not yet. I won't do that. And I want to have Darb go 1, 2 here. Sparse fire. He has air defense, but he has range 2, so he can't attack. Exploration. I'm going to explore Darb. I'll reveal it just to reveal it. Let's see, Source Peddler. Okay. And the Source Peddler, I mean, I'll kind of help you out the stats. I don't know if you're going to tell really well. I mean, the stats pretty simple on these games. Is hey, appreciate the follow, man. So the red's their health, and you indicate that with like chips on the bottom. That's how you indicate their health. The orange is their attack stat. That's how much they attack for or retaliate for, and the green is their movement. So that's what the information the chips are. On the right side, they'll have like the gold. That's how much it costs to bring it out in the field. And I don't have autofocus. I turned it off. Gold, so much it costs to bring it out to the field. And the blue is how much you get for killing it. So disabled autofocus. Maybe I shouldn't know, because it just messes up my head being always like this right here. So that's the Source Peddler there. So he has 5 health, which is indicated by 5 health chips in the bottom. Maybe I could actually adjust this a little bit so you get less of my head. I'm not saying my head's having more of my head's a bad thing, but yeah, pretty simple. Exactly. Let me adjust this here. Help all of us out a little bit. So we see less of my head. Oh, okay, there we go. So a little bit less. Just less of my head a little bit. Okay, so I will not explore with this guy. And I will not attack with Dorb either. So now it's the enemy's turn. Now, when the enemies go, they have the minions, which are these two guys here, and they have to move using the path to my base here to attack. And they use the movement stat, which is 2 for these guys. So they have to use the full movement and to get as close as possible to the target, which is my base. That's how the AI works in this game. And they can't attack anybody because they're not ranged, and it goes back to me. So I'm going to go. With Darb, I'm going to go 1, 2. And then I'm going to move my Elfin minion. So we'll go 1, 2 here. Do I want to shoot them off is a question. Which I can. See these Elfin birds here? What they can do is they're like a special unit for the heirs, which are the purple guys, purple faction. And what they can do is during the movement, they can jump off that guy that's carrying them. And they can move 2 spaces or 3 depending on who's carrying them, and they just blow up and deal 2 damage to everything around them. So my question is, do I want to bring him here and do 2 damage to both of these, or do I want to just send him here and do 1 damage to this tower right after that? That's the question I'm trying to figure out. And okay. Oh, so okay, so you're pretty. So is there any strategy or is it like a no? It's a big. It's. I mean, I think we play a scenario over and over. Like, it is kind of like a big puzzle in that sense. The only thing that varies is you have like market chips that come out beginning of the phase, so they might change the strategy a little bit. But in a sense, if you don't purchase market chips, then you can just play the same strategy over and over. Because the scenarios set up the same. Like there's different scenarios, but each scenario has the same setup. So, there's a lot of strategy to figuring out how to get all three of the rewards, which is how do I do like there's 3 objectives. And if I achieve one of them, I win the game. So the question really is, how do I like the real strategy is how do I get all 3 in one attempt? So that's kind of where it's at. But if you beat one, you win. And their strategy, you have to really be strategic if you want to get all 3, because that is really dependent on how you play things out. So, and this is my second time playing this scenario. I don't think I passed it the first time. So yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2 here. I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna send this bird off here. 1, 2. I'm doing 2 damage here. 2 damage here. Killing itself. Okay. Yeah. Oh, player versus player is the way to play this game. That's the only way to play it. We play this like almost every week against each other, and it's really fun then. This tower attacks him because he's air defense. 1 damage, killing him off. Yeah, PvP is amazing in this game. Then enemies go 1, 2, 1, 2. And it is back to us, our turn. So I can build a tower. I have 10 swords. I'm going to step back for here for 2. And he's going to go. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Back to me. Stepping here. And tower can't attack me, but I will attack it. Removing this. And he's going to go. Now it's my turn. I'm going to stay where I'm at, actually. And I am just going to attack it again, killing it, giving me 5 source, so bring it up to 15. 15 source there. And this tower gets removed. Yeah, and PvP is a lot more enjoyable for me, especially. Enemies gonna go. So they go 1, 2, 1, 2. Now that he's at my base here, so here's a perfect example. So enemy made it to my base. So he's going to attack my base here. So he's gonna attack for 1, bring me down to 4 health. And then my base automatically hits back for 1 damage. So my base hit him back for 1, killing him. Giving me 2 source. So now I'm at 17 source. And now it's back to me, so that's my turn. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build I'm going to spend 4 source, bring me down 13. I'm going to build one of our towers. So here we go. Now when you build towers, it's kind of a little different. Towers health, you get like stats here for the chips they get. So orange is how much attack chips they get, and the yellow green is how much range they get. So I get one orange, 1 green chip to add to the bottom. And I can choose the order they go, because when the tower gets attacked, you always remove the bottom upgrade first. I know you're not going to catch it all, but just kind of what happens there. And then I have to move my hero. And I'm going to move my hero. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm moving my hero 1, 2 this way. So I'm done with my movement. Yeah. It's a fun game. It really is fun, man. It's not the best or woman. It's not the best. It's not like, I mean, solo games really aren't ever like as exciting as like, playing a like game where there's deception, like, you know what I mean, like, or there's like competitiveness. But it's for a solo game, it's pretty good. So this guy has to move 1, 2, and now my tower gets to fire at him before he gets to attack. So towers always fire after movement phase, and I do 1 damage killing him. Because I killed him, I gain, as you can tell right there, 2 source. So I picked that up. That brings me up to 15. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and then after that's done, we go back to wave 2. So once all minions have been destroyed on the map, we continue to the next wave. So now we're in wave 2. So wave 2 is a trigger source, a siege storm, which if there were towers here, they would attack my base, but there's not anymore, so they don't get to attack. Then I roll the event dice. I rolled a 5. So on a 5, it says stage a battleborn on staging area G. Units may stack. If this is the second battleborn stage here, both will deploy ungrouped during this wave's onslaught phase. Okay. Might be, I don't know. I know you might not have to pick that up, but what it's saying is There's going to be units here that are going to start getting set up. Stage a battleborn on staging area. Units may stack. If this is the second battleborn staged here, both will deploy on group during the wave's onslaught phase. Staging area. I'm guessing they just don't get to come out. Stage a battleborn on staging area G. Units may stack. This is second. Okay. Staging units are considered inactive. Okay, that's all I need to know. So inactive means I can't interact with them in any way. Okay, now we go to wave 2. So we did that. I get 3 source this wave. So that brings me up to 18 total source. It's kind of hard for you to see. And then we do the market phase. So here's where I can kind of change variety. We're going to add 3 new market chips to the market. A convict. Another free tower I can get. And another tower. So it's 3 towers here I can purchase. So these are towers. They're denoted by the gray color. Do you have a... I do have a YouTube channel, man. It's just Mortal Compass. I think underneath my little video we did we actually played Outpost 31. Your thing, Outpost 31, yesterday. Pretty crazy. Like 7 people. That's pretty fun. It was just live in this room. And a new Earthscape comes out. So here we go. I am going to purchase the Earthscape for I will purchase Earthscape for 2, so bring me down 1 to 16 gold, 16 source now. So I bought this thing here. These get removed. And now we go to the build phase. Broadens and an attack upgrade to the bottom of all siege. Here we go, so you can make sure you can see this. Bronze add an attack upgrade to the bottom of all siege towers. And I destroyed all siege towers. They were all the ones that were down here, so we got rid of them. That's one nice thing I have in there. Okay. And build phase. Time for me to build stuff. So this is, in build phase, you can upgrade like your fortress. That's one thing about the game, is there's so many ways of upgrading your base. That's where all these come in at. So these are all like different upgrades you can purchase for your faction. And every faction has different upgrades. Very asymmetrical game. The problem is, in the game, you normally will never get all the purchases. So you always have to kind of balance, like, what do I want to use in the game? And I did not roll my command die last turn. Son of a gun. Okay, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 source. I'm gonna spend 4 source, bring me down to 12. That's gonna allow me to build my from the Academy Peaks. That will allow me to build my upgraded towers. Level 1. And then I am going to place this landmark Earthscape kind of want to get it away from the guys. Oh, Saturday, 2 Cloudspire, gonna put the alarm. Yeah, man. And because the expansion's coming out, they're coming out by they just got the expansions on Kickstarter, and they should be delivered sometime this month, this end of the month. So we're really excited to play that. That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this Earthscape, and the reason why it's important because you can only build towers on blue spots, like see this little blue marker here, or like a little blue marker here. You can only build towers on certain locations on the map. You can't build them everywhere. So where I put this is really important. So placing it, and the thing is, when I place it, I can't block off a road. Like this is illegal here because the road's blocked off. So that's like an illegal placement. So it has to be placed in a way that the enemies can still walk through. So that's a contract we got there. And those like all these little things make a big they really change the aspects of the game a lot. Yeah, so I'll just put this tower here. I'm just gonna put that there. Next I'm gonna spend okay, here we go. I'm going to spend 3 source, bring me down to 9. And I'm going to upgrade my high-rise minarets and refugee spires. They gain talent 2 roofs. What that means is pretty much now, these birds that I need, the elfin Kazi birds, they can actually, rest on these buildings now. And normally they can't. So that was 3 source there. And that is Kazi Roost level 1. Okay. Next is where do we go with this next? Where do we go next? Okay, I'm gonna spend 4 master. Okay. I'm gonna spend 4 master training, brings me down to 5 health. And that is whenever my birds kill something, whenever any of my minions kill something, they can get promoted. So that is Academy Peaks level 2, master training. I got 5 source left. And what do we do with the 5 source? Really is a question. I know you probably don't know. But we have to make decisions here. We have to make decisions here. We have 5 source left, so we can definitely get Savvy Negotiator. Or I can put a tower on there. I'm gonna upgrade Heirs to 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4. Okay. Just keep line correct. 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the sizable nest for 3 source, bring me down to 2 source. That means my Humminers Roost have +1, which means that when my Humminers, when they carry those birds on top of them, the birds can fly off for an extra step. So pretty much they can 1, 2, and have a 3rd step. They can fly off for a 3rd step before they explode. So that's what that does. It kind of helps them become a little more effective. Okay. And so I'll do that for sure. Okay, and I got 2 source left. I think I'm just gonna keep the 2 source for later down the road. And yeah, man, if you watch, we're gonna really try to play Cloudspire 2v2 next week for sure, and it's so much fun. It's a long game though, and we're playing 2v2. It's a little longer than normal. It's not your typical, um, like 45-minute game. Sometimes it go to three to 4 hours, but it's really good. It's really intense. That's what makes it so. And it's really asymmetrical. There's three other factions, and 2 more with the expansion just came out. So it's technically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's technically 7 factions now in the game, which is pretty incredible. Okay. So now it is the enemy set phase. So they're gonna start with Battleborn, promoted, 3 health. So how do you know what the enemy's coming out? They might want to know. You might be asking. On this game, how they did solo mode was pretty much like we're in wave 2. We did this step here, so which is the event phase, the income phase, the market purchase phase. I didn't purchase any. I'll purchase that tile there. Then you go to the build phase, which is what we just spent this whole time doing. And then when you go to the prep phase, it tells you what enemies they're gonna be placed on the board there. So it kind of tells you, okay, these are the enemies coming out on the board right there. So Battleborn, that's promoted because it's got a little symbol there. And then 2 dispatch units on each other. So Battleborn, that's promoted. Promoted units just means like a star side and non-star side. This is basic side. That's promoted side, just that little star symbol. And 2 dispatch units. And I have 6 command points to spend, so what am I going to spend this on? Four. So 4 there. Oh, I gotta roll my command die. So, ooh, we have 9 command points to spend. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 6. Definitely gonna bring up this guy. Okay. Okay, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have 2 hummingbirds to just bomb the hell out of that thing. 4, 8, 9. I think I'll just do that. Let's just bring up hummingbirds instead. So another 3 health here. Another Elfinkazi with the glide bomb. 8, and let's just get a heavier out. 2 health. And just be sure, Kazi Roost, I got that unlocked, which was, yep, everything else was to Roost. And I did unlock Humminger's Gate +1 range, so I did unlock Seizable thing. Seizable Nest, which is Kazi Roost level 2. So 3, 6, 10, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18. Yep, that's it. Okay. Put this guy in the back. Okay, we get to go first. They get to go first, actually. Back to us. There you go. Back to us. Okay, I am going to explore this. And I'm going to hide that, so we're not going to look at that. You guys see what it is here. Toxic secretion, so we don't want to use that. We do not want that on the board right now. And then it is now enemy's turn, so range of 2, 1, 2, can't hit anything. Now it's back to us. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna go 1, 2. And this bird's gonna fly out. 1, 2, exploding here, doing 2 damage here, and 1 here. Okay. And that guy's gone. Base. And this guy's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And dog is going to stay right where he's at. And then Sparse Fire out of range and we get to attack. So this Hummer is going to attack here. And he's going to kill that. So that's going to give me 2 swords. And that guy's out to mat. So Battleborn got defeated. That gives us 2 swords, bringing us up to 4. And he does get the promote now. Really nice. The enemy goes 1, 2. And so now he gets to attack. And this is the only thing that does suck. Because he's going to target, it says specifically here. Well, air defense. If this is multiple targets at the same priority level, it will target the unit flying if possible. But I'm pretty sure that guy will just kill my Elfin Kazi here. Which, oh, you know what? I should have moved this. 1, 2. I could have moved it. That's right. I could just put that there. There we go. That's what I was going to do. There we go. Now when he moves here, 1, 2, he doesn't have range for it. He's going to attack. I'll have him attack this guy here for 1. And he does not retaliate. And now it is back to us. Hmm. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. I gotta get okay. So that's there. How do we get to the point? How do we get closer to that? Actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna go 1, 2 here. This person's gonna go 1, 2, 3, exploding, doing 2 damage here. And here's 1. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. That takes care of that there. Okay. Alpha Posse down. Down 2 health, 1 health. And now this guy is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And and my hero's going to stay right there. And then Spars, this Spar gets to attack into here for 2 attack dice. 3 rolls. 2 damage. That kills it. Okay, dang. And now it's our turn, so we have nothing to attack. So enemy goes. Spars Fire. No, Spars Fire is going to attack, so he will technically attack my hero for 1, and Darb is going to kill him. Giving us 3 swords. He's up to 7. This guy's 1, 2, 3 health now. He's back to 3 health. Now Darb did kill him. They want to promote him. Yes. Okay, and now it is our turn, so okay. Spars Fire, this one will attack into the Harrier because he can kill it. Actually, no, I'm sorry, he's going to attack into a flying guy. Okay, so that's 2 damage there. Okay. And so then I'm going to attack this for 1. It's going to retaliate for 1. And then Hummer is going to attack this for 1. Okay, and now it is back to the enemy phase. So 1, 2, my Spire's going to fire. Do 1 damage. And he will attack Darb. And I'll use my talents to stay alive. And now it is back to our turn. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Spires will fire, so this will attack him here for 2 attack dice. Killing it. Oh, I'm sorry, into here. Killing that. Damn. He's going to attack him there with 1 attack dice. Here we go. 1 damage. Now, time to explore. I will explore this. And I am going to reveal it. Okay, now we'll attack for 1, and it will kill me. And now the and he goes 1, 2. My Spire fires. 1 damage, killing it. Give me resource, bring up to 10, and that's going to end the wave. The wave ends there, because no more minions left. So now we're going to roll the event dice. Yep. Go. 3, which is stage of Battleborn. Mode of Battleborn. Unit is missed. If this is the second Battleborn stage here, both will deploy ungrouped during this wave's onslaught phase. Okay. Not a problem. Okay. Then we get 3 source. Bring up to 13. And the market phase happens. So let's see what we got here. Okay. What do we do here? Another Earthscape comes out. I think I want to spend 2 source and buy that. So bring me down to 11. Okay. Here we go. About this. And then we still continue to build phase. So we have 11 source left. And what do we do here? Okay, what do we do here? What do we do here? Okay, so if 11 source. What's coming out? Dispatch, dispatch, and Vegas. Okay. I want to spend 3 source and increase my Harrier training. Stables. Harriers have +1 health. And I'm going to spend I'm going to spend 4 source, bring me down to 4, and I'm going to build a tower. Attack, 1 range. And then I am going to spend 3 source. And I'm going to upgrade reserves level 2. Stable level 2, which is once per the last turn you may eliminated. When minion is eliminated, you may immediately spend 2 source to put a joust in play. Place the joust in the closest path hex to your mark. That is adjacent to an air spire. So that's what we're going to go there with. Okay. So now that we have that set, we have 1 source left. And I'm going to place this Earthscape before I forget. Isn't it there? Okay, and command parts. So they have dispatch Aegis. Okay, so that's there. We have 8 command points. Let's roll a command die. We have 9 command points. Okay. And 9 command points. And we have those guys coming. Six. How do we do this properly? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Okay, babe. You want to make the sausages? Another follower.
Making hamburgers?
Yeah. Or you want sausage and hamburgers or both?
Hamburgers.
What are the sausages I got out?
I'll put them in the fridge.
Well, we can still make them. They got cheese in them.
And then you could make the salmon so you could take it to work tomorrow.
Make both.
Yeah.
Talking about for a bit there.
What do playing by yourself?
Yeah, it's a solo game mode.
Okay.
I mean, you can play the co-op one with me. You could though. But you could. But you could. this to fight them some bitches. And the save, I think, heals 4 health. So 8, 9. So we have 3 more command points to use. Okay. And we get to go first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. As far as fires, attack, not to attack, and now it's enemy's turn. Okay, attack phase, not to attack there. Spire's gonna fire here. No damage. Oof. Okay, he's going to attack this for 2. Retaliate for 2. Let's go attack for 2, killing it. Now it is our turn. How does this save work? Which one do we try to save? Okay. What do we do here? I think it was prioritize Fortress Gate first. Okay, so he will attack the spot if he goes there. Over here. Spars fire. One attack dice into my Harrier. 1 damage. Okay, next is our attack phase. So I'm going to attack for 1. Kill Darb. Then Dustin's going to attack it, killing him, giving us 2 source. Which of 3, and I get upgrade from him. So I'm going to give him a attack upgrade. And then nothing else can attack. It's the last enemy's turn, so 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Wait a minute. This thing last year had to have done something because it flew off. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just go here because this Elvikazi has to do something, so I'll just blow this one up here. And I'm not going to kill that guy because that would have been last turn. I just forgot that ruling. Okay. Now it's our turn. One, 2, 3. We'll quick strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll quick strike. Wait. As far as fire. 1 damage. He will attack the base for 2. It will retaliate for 1. Okay. And now it is our turn. Yep, now it's our turn. So we did that. Now it's this guy's turn here. Damn, I need to move that. So I'm just going to attack him. He's going to kill him. And before we do that, as far as I fire, that's going to be 2 throws for us. And that gives him another upgrade chip, so I'm going to attack. Let's just get this thing going. Okay. And then that's it. So enemies go. They're not going anywhere. And then attack phase. We'll attack for 2, killing this. Okay. And it is back to us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick strike it, removing 1 upgrade, 1 range chip. Let me just double check. Can I do that? We should lose profit there. So Communication. Attack. Range, yep. There we go. Okay, everything's correct. Everything's correct. Just make sure everything's right there. This guy's gonna go over here. And we're moving. Okay, and now it's the enemy's turn. So we gotta stay there. Let's go attack here for 2. Retaliate, killing it, giving me 2 source. And upgrade, which will do nothing. Actually, will do something. This guy will attack, killing you off. And now it is our turn. Okay, enemy's turn. Stay there. Go attack for 2. Try for 1. That's it. Back to us. That guy's gonna stay there. We'll quick strike for 1. Actually, no, I won't. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go so do I want to save or do I want to yeah, was it Fortress Spires Heroes? Yes, I'm gonna go. Get rid of it. I'll go 1, 2 here then. And leave the bird on here. Yep. Okay, then I'm going to I'm actually gonna save him. Okay, as far as fire, we'll go to attack. Attack. Tower. Then it's back to enemy's turn. They stay there. They're gonna attack for 2. Retaliate for 1. Now it's our turn, so we'll come here. Okay, Sparse Fire with the attack. Attack this for 1. Do I promote? Not yet, not yet. Okay, then it is the enemy's turn. So he will attack. Quick strike here, killing him. And you will get, that's it. Then it is our turn. Yeah, we'll come here. Do I want to spend the dice? I don't want to kill that tower either. Okay, so that's my move there. And then I am going to pass in, before I do that, I'm going to spend 3 source for you down to 4. And I'm going to put an attack upgrade on him. I think I'm with some splashes there. I should have one less health because of splash. Yeah, she have 2 less health because of splash. There's 2 less health because of splash. Okay, so before I spend my 3 source, I'm putting an attack upgrade at the bottom of this here. Put the names here. Oh, wait. Also, last turn my guy died, spent 2 swords. Bring out a joust. You may immediately bring out a joust. Spend 2 swords, put joust and put place in joust and closest path next to your mark. That is adjacent to the Heirs fire. There we go. I'm not gonna spend 3 source then on that build action. Let's go 1, 2, 3. That's right. I'm not spending that 3 source on that build action. But I am It's gonna change everything. Okay, so then it goes to a movement phase. So gonna go 1. He's going to go 1, 2. He's going 2. Going to quick strike that. So killing it. Give me 2 source and promotion. Okay, now it is. I'm not gonna do anything there. Enemy's turn. He's going to attack for 2. Tally of 2. And now it is our turn. And Fury Kick. What does Fury Kick do? Let's just figure that out exactly. When attacked, the minion make 3 places prior to applying damage. Damage from this attack is dealt to all opposing units adjacent to this unit. All opposing units adjacent to this unit. Only the original target will retaliate. Yeah, I'll go there. So he'll just swap. And then he's going to kill it. He's going to attack it. For 2, for armor, killing it. Giving me 3 source. Okay, so that puts us at 3 more source. Brings up to 10. And now my hero goes to the campfire mode. And then it goes back to the enemies that reduce it back to us. So who's gonna go next? So that was 8. Braun gonna go next turn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. This targets the fire. 1 attack dice. No damage. And he's gonna attack for 2 here. Retaliates for 1. And then it is 1, 2, 3. So then enemy's turn, back to us. He's gonna go right here. As far as fire. No damage, killing it. And that is at the end of the wave. So now we start the next wave. Event 4. Roll the event dice. Here we go. There's a 5. So Balborn Minion comes out. Promoted. On the staging area. Okay. Next is 3 source for us. Brings up 13. Market phase. Here we go. And Earthscape. No, I'm sorry, I get 5. 1, 2, 3. Well, 5 source. Okay, I got 5 source there. So I gotta fix that. Don't want to buy any of these upgrades. This is technically wave 4. Okay, so they're gonna launch this higher. Attack. Range. They have stronghold level 2, which means that their stronghold retaliates 3 damage. There. So that's what they're gonna be doing. Also, let me double check the ruling here. Okay, how do we handle this one here? What are we building here? Oh, we got to upgrade. Are we buying this or not? I think we are going to buy this. Shit. No, we're not. We're going to buy the Fashioner for 3. He's down to 12. And he can improve. Improve is for every 2 source I can improve. 2 source upgrade tower. Yep, we'll find that. Okay. Next, I have 12 single points to spend. What upgrades are we getting? Let's give the joust training die for 3. When he's down to 9. That is stables level 3. So I get to roll that then. Start a prep phase, and what else are we going to give him? Hmm. Hmm. 10 command points. 4, 8. Let's spend 3 command points. Get the fleet repairs. Get a sanctuary level 2. Let's spend 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, damn. 1, 2, 3. Put that here. Okay. And then we have 10 command. So I guess Aegis on dispatch. Okay. And then we also get source siege on dispatch. So this goes. They're gonna get to go first too. Yep. Okay, and I am going to have 4, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, the Brawny gets to go first. The attack back to us. Resource. Okay. That doesn't matter. Oh. Okay. That goes over there. Let's attack next. Our turn. So 1, 2, go 1, 2. He is going to explode, dealing. Nope. 1, 2. Okay. Sarge attack, and we're done. In turn, so attack it for 1. 1.4, killing it. Yes, no source. Okay. This pressure, man. I'm not going to promote, but then I'm going to go now. It's our turn. So. Tech phase. Okay, this guy. Give us 3 source. Okay. Second tower. Now do promote thing. Anything else? That's it. There you go. Ooh, so nuts. That sucks. Damn. Yes. What's up? You getting hungry? You said you're hungry, babe? Alright. Give me like another. Let me try to grill real quick. Almost done here too. There. Keep 2 source. Okay. And I'm gonna keep going. So. Cloudspire. Okay, next turn. Okay. Next turn. What the salt is on that little chip that is. So it could have chose a target, but alright, whatever. Attack this, and he's going to do 1 damage. Kill off. Oh. I gotta get the grill on quick, guys. Give me 1 second, I'll be back.
We're just a few weeks to go for the UPC Board Game Championships. After a month of playing through the fire, 2 have risen to the ranks and will face off in the most anticipated UPC event in history.
I was called, there's a lot of drama going on.
I'm here for some easy money.
After winning a couple of times, I'm hearing that it's 10,000 large. That's a prize.
He seemed like a friendly guy, gave me some recommendations about some landscaping work I needed done.
He thinks I am insulting his family.
And they gave me a stupid high quote.
Thinks that I'm trying to rip him off or something.
Playing against me. That's his weakness. He can't handle it. He can't handle all the heat that I'm bringing.
His anger. He always focuses it on me. He's always trying to stop me. I don't even know the guy. And apparently I'm his #1 target, so.
He's quiet. He plays from behind. He thinks that nobody's paying attention to him, but I know what he's planning.
My strength is, my nonchalant attitude. I'm just here to play, and you know what? So far, so good. I guess I'm here to win as well.
Do the same thing to him. I do to Romano every time he plays. He tries to talk a big game, but he doesn't have anything to back it up.
How I foresee it turning out.
Second, middle of the second wave.
The only thing I know that's going to happen is I'm going to bring the heat. I'm going to bring the fire. I'm here to take the money that he wants.
It's not going to be personal. It's all about the money in this for me.
You know, as the venerable prophet of machismo once said, the beat goes on and the beat goes on.
No hard feelings, but I'm not losing.
And I can assure you that the beat is going down.
With so much at stake in so little time, will Roman intense pressure break down what is needed? Or will Andrew be able to keep himself composed through the rounds to see which of them will leave with the UPC Board Game crown?
Okay, we're back. So, we're doing pretty good. I feel we're doing good. Maybe we're not. So, but I guess to each your own. That's the end of the wave. And now it is. Will the event die? 6. Ooh, 6 is something different. Deploy all stage battleable minions during this wave's onslaught and add 1 range upgrade to the bottom of each bronze siege towers in play. Okay, so that could get deployed. That's not bad. That's actually better than the other one. Swords, we get 5. It's up to 9. Market phase, here we go. We need something good. Need something better than that. Come on. Damn, we didn't get nothing good. And the next escape. Okay, so we didn't get too much good market options. It's kind of sad. What is channeling? I think channels when I gain 2 source every time I get attacked. Channel. Gain 2 source for each time the unit is attacked. And healing is at the start of your turn, this unit recovers 1 health. But let's see what we got for build options. What can we do? Okay, so that's that market phase. What's the enemy getting? You need Aegis, dispatch, source each Aegis. Okay. I should just done that, whatever. Evasive is when attacking this unit with talent range, reduce the damage dealt to 1. Huh. Market options are just garbage. I guess I've been flying. How did I build this power there if I didn't have the influence there? I have a spire here. I shouldn't have it here because I don't have the influence here. You got 2 options. I can either undo that or I can just by default have to place a tower here. So I'll just spend 3 source. Because we only got 5 source, so I'll spend 3. So I'll spend the 3 source and I'll put a tower there just to fix that. Fix that mistake. Attack 1 fortification. Because there has to be a tower here. Okay, then in the build phase, I'm going to build, I think I know what I'm doing here. I'm going to spend 3 on glide, airstrip, and 3 on air current transport. So that brings me all my 6. That is airstrip level 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm done there. And now we go to build phase, so I'm going to roll this. 2 command points. Oh, I totally forgot about the joust. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna have the source in one attack. Okay. And they're gonna get Aegis Dispatch. Oh man. I'm gonna Source Siege, see this again. Source Siege with an Aegis. Where's the Aegis at? Where is he at? Hey, I see him. Oh. Where's the second Aegis guy at? I'm missing a chip. There has to be a chip or something. Do you guys look for the Aegis chip? I'm missing one chip. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay. So 12 command points. 5. When deploying from a fortress, use the talent fly may spend the movement to fly to the next adjacent to the fortress. X. Okay. 5. We got this, guys. 5. So we have 14. Six, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. 14. Okay, and we get to go first. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And we get to go first. This will strong below 3, which means they retaliate for 3 damage against. First, 3 damage. Yep, adjacent, non-adjacent units. Okay. So, here we go. We go first. We go 1, 2, and explode. Move this. Do 2 damage here. Next, this guy's going to lie over here. 1, 2. Okay. Then this goes on quick strike. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy has Alpha Kazi comes on top with glide bomb. This glide bomb is going to move adjacent here. It's going to explode. Okay, 2 damage here. 2 damage here. And oh wait. No, he's not. This guy don't have the rapid movement. Hmm. I'm just gonna fly him over here. I'll put it over here. Okay, so it's gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. Okay. As far as fire, this one attacks in here. 1 damage. I'm going to attack the base for which is a 5. Attack the base for 3. Bring it down to 2 health and retaliates for 3. Okay. And it is the enemy's turn, so roll the dice quick here. 1 damage. This guy is going to go here. Okay. Fire's fire. This fire is going to attack. Yep, into the siege tower. We go 3 damage. 3 damage. Alright. Attack base. This guy's going to need the bottom up for attacking. Boom, boom, boom. And this guy will kill this guy. Okay. And then he's going to attack for 2. And this going to kill it, giving me 2 swords. 2 swords, and he flips over. Okay. Go to attack phase. So this guy's going to move. Okay. Enemy's turn. As far, that was fire then. Damage. Attack to this. But this thing will attack into this, killing it. Well, assault. We'll technically would kill that, so this thing actually will attack into here. Because they did have assault. Let me just check the order of that too. Heroes, Aspires, Faction Marines. Okay. Yeah. So now it is. Oh shit, he's got 2 builders coming up. If I'm correct, the builders coming out, right? Okay. Here we go. Alpha cause is also gone. Regal outpost is also gone. Right. A couple mistakes there that I made. These builders just come out, now they're out. So now it is our turn. Me, man. Are you goddamn kidding me? Um. Minus fire. No damage. And splash sync when it activates when there's not splash triggers, stream will be able to deal damage to at least one additional opposing unit. Goodness, and it's falling apart right in front of us. What are they gonna build? Dispatch power. Okay. Archer. Sit. We're gonna go here, here, here. Okay. Is it? All right. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a sec. I got the burgers on the grill, so I'll be back in 1 sec. And we are losing right now. That's the only problem. Back, put the burgers on the grill. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 sec.
With just a few weeks to go for the UPC Board Game Championships. After a month of playing through the fire, 2 have risen to the ranks and will face off in the most anticipated UPC event in history.
I was called. There's a lot of drama going on.
I'm here for some easy money.
After winning a couple of times, I'm hearing that it's 10,000 large. That's a prize.
He seemed like a friendly guy, gave me some recommendations about some landscaping work I needed done.
He thinks I am insulting his family.
And they gave me a stupid high quote.
Thinks that I'm trying to rip him off or something.
Playing against me. That's his weakness. He can't handle it. He can't handle all the heat that I'm bringing.
His anger. He always focuses it on me. He's always trying to stop me. I don't even know the guy. And apparently I'm his #1 target, so.
He's quiet. He plays from behind. He thinks that nobody's paying attention to him, but I know what he's planning.
My strength is, my nonchalant attitude. I'm just here to play, and you know what? So far, so good. I guess I'm here to win as well.
Do the same thing to him. I do to Romano every time he plays. He tries to talk a big game, but he doesn't have anything to back it up.
How I foresee it turning out.
Second, middle of the second wave.
The only thing I know that's going to happen is I'm going to bring the heat. I'm going to bring the fire. I'm here to take the money that he wants.
It's not going to be personal. It's all about the money in this for me.
You know, as the venerable prophet of machismo once said, the beat goes on and the beat goes on.
No hard feelings, but I'm not losing.
And I can assure you that the beat is going down.
With so much at stake in so little time, will Roman intense pressure break down when it's needed? Or will Andrew be able to keep himself composed through the rounds to see which of them will leave with the UPC board game crown? UPC Championships held October 24th. As finalists from around the world gather for this Ultimate Player Championship to see who will take the board game crown home. Roman making his appearance from Reading, Pennsylvania to represent the Heirs, believing that he as a semifinalist will be able to achieve this crown. But like many tasks, it's easier said than done, and Roman's willing to strategize, compare, and take any obstacle out of his way. Makes him believe that he will be the one to take the finalist championship crown home. But his challenger, an opponent who has seen many defeats, Andrew, comes in believing that he, with his skills and tactics, will be able to take Roman down and be the one to ultimately hold the Ultimate Player Championship crown. With much training and dedication the last several weeks, Andrew seems to be one of the greatest challengers to Roman's strategy in this Ultimate Player Championship event. With just a few weeks to go for the UPC Board Game Championships. After a month of playing through the fire, two have risen to the ranks and will face off in the most anticipated UPC event in history.
I was called. There's a lot of drama going on.
I'm here for some easy money.
After winning a couple of times, I'm hearing that it's 10,000 large. That's a prize.
He seemed like a friendly guy, gave me some recommendations about some landscaping work I needed done,
He thinks I am insulting his family.
and they gave me a stupid high quote.
Thinks that I'm trying to rip him off or something.
Playing against me, that's his weakness. He can't handle it. He can't handle all the heat that I'm bringing.
His anger. He always focuses it on me. He's always trying to stop me. I don't even know the guy, and apparently I'm his #1 target. So
He's quiet. He plays from behind. He thinks that nobody's paying attention to him, but I know what he's planning.
my strength is, my nonchalant attitude. I'm just here to play, and you know what? So far, so good. I guess I'm here to win as well.
Do the same thing to him. I do to Romano every time he plays. He tries to talk a big game, but he doesn't have anything to back it up.
How I foresee it turning out.
Second.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna win. You're watching this, you probably already know that. I'll win with the to experience, but not anything else. It's just nuts. Because I need to have. Could I just go right now? 1, 2, 3. Explode. That's the only best. That's the best part I got. Kills that. Actually, no, it's not. We'll go back there. Okay. And that's it for us. And now it's ooh. I'm actually going to go on top of him. Now the enemy's turn to go here. Oh shit, the sword siege is still active. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold a second. Oh, God. I made a blunder there, but that's fine. I'll pay for it. So, okay, we got to roll the 2 attack dice against the sword siege. Killing that. There we go. Okay. That Asian moves up 1. He moves up 1. Regal Spa is going to fall on the guy in the back. Doing 3 damage, which is 2. And he is going to attack for 2 here. And my guy's going to retaliate for 2. We actually will win this, actually. Now it's our turn. This bird's gonna go 1, 2. One, two. Right, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to stay there. And this guy's going to attack this guy. He's going to kill him, giving us the resource. Moves up to 5. And he gets promoted, which makes him flying. Thank goodness. Okay, and now this patch comes out. 1 to 3 health. Perfect. He's going to attack this guy. Before he attacks, as far 2 attack dice. Attack him. 2 damage. Okay, and he attacks this guy, killing him. Okay. And now it is back to us. And this is where the bird goes. 1, 2, 3, and blow up here. Boom. And that's it. We did it. We actually beat it. I probably made a bunch of mistakes, but overall, I think we did the 3 renown. We had 1 tower in each face at 1 point. We defeated 2 bronze fires with talents, and then we defeated the bronze fortress gate using glide bomb. That's it. That's 3 renown, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great week, and we will catch y'all later.